Hey everybody. I just want to say something. Sometimes life comes sneaking up on you like a cannonball. I talked to one of my biggest heroes, one of my biggest influence in music. My biggest, he's my biggest hero. Hey everybody, hello guys. What's up? I'm standing smoking a night bogey cigarette. You know, it is what it is. Yeah, salute, Robert. Salute, Raleigh. Uh, I'm like, I just talked to this old friend. He's like one of the best guitar players we got in Europe. And he's like, he just went through a lot of bullshit. And I could hear him being mad at me because, I said, my dog got taken away from me. And he said, but did you have a place to the dog? And I said, no, but I lost my dog. And he went totally crazy at me because, he didn't want bullshit, and I understand he don't know the situation. So I understand how you can misunderstand and misinterpret what was going on. So, um, being one of my biggest heroes, I got kind of sad because he was kind of right, and I called him up again because he was very angry, he was, who the fuck do you think you are, and he is playing with all the big stars and he's not a snob, he's not a musical snob or anything, it's not that. He's just used to being talking straight. He don't like bullshit anymore. He's been an addict. He is an addict. He's a clean. Hey, Deb, how you doing? Hope you're doing good, everybody. This is a short one. I think because I just got this phone call and I called him first, and he called me back, and it was such a refreshing. Um, you know, me listening to his music every day and walking around being this big fan of his, and I say that to him. I don't care. I don't care that I'm a fan of his. We play together anyway, so it's like playing with you. I've been a fan of his since I was like a kid. Since I was like 11, 12 years old. He's like he played with some very big stars in Denmark. Then he became uh, a heroin addict, and after 20 years, he cleaned himself up. And I must say, he did a great job. He literally did. And he's been playing since with all the big ones again because everyone wants to play with him because he's so fucking great. And we talked, and he's coming out with an album. So I have something to look forward to. So I didn't want to fight with him because we're old friends. So it's easy. You know how old friends get when they're like not like it was they're not agreeing. They can piss each other off. They know the right buttons to press. When you're old friends, you've been knowing each other for years. So I didn't know I was talking kind of gibberish, but I was. But it's nice to have real friends like I have here on YouTube who tells you literally how you are doing and how you are saying, and how you are doing, going around yourself, and how you're conducting yourself. Because there's nothing more irritating than lose someone you love dearly. I must say that. Sorry. Sorry. No, what I mean is, hey Tommy, how are you, man? EFT, Tom Collins. How are you, all you motherfuckers? You know, uh, I think I'll go upstairs. I was not planning to do. Maybe you'll hear some wind. Um, I'm not like windproof here at all, and it's like raining. It's like, look at this weather. You see it? No, you cannot even hear it. Sorry, people. I'm getting out of it. Sorry, had to get out of there. Yeah, I am going through kind of a hurricane. The weather is quite bad. Man, it's just sick weather. Raining, and it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock almost. You see, and we have to go. People sleep here at like 10 o'clock. Oh shit. Oh shit. The stairs almost killed me. How are you, people? Oh, my hair. Sorry. I had like, what is it? Was my camera like this? It's better, isn't it? Oh man, it's breakfast. Like, where do I put this shit up there? on one of my texts, you know. Rock the mic. You know, it's like it's 2:30 in the morning here. You know, I think my neighbors will be kind of, and I have a neighbor. I can't say too much. He's a very nice man, but you know, he's not a man I want to piss off. Let me say it that way. Yeah, you know what the fuck? Yeah, Jeremiah, I wish I could. But there's rules and regulations and shit. I would love to one day, one Friday or something, put my gear up. So there will be a nice sound and make a little venue. I forget about your neighbors. Hey, hey, hi, Crown Key. I hope you're doing great. Hope you're doing great. Nice to see you all, man. Just passing by, that's great, Tell me it's all good. I know, man. It would be, but it would be so. We can't talk. Well, what do you mean? You can't come on if you want to. It's not that big of a deal. you know, I was just making this because I wanted to say that I was glad I talked to an old friend, an old colleague of mine that I look very much up to. He's my mentor. He's like my influence. I'm very influenced by his playing, by his singing, by he's just the way he is, But he was getting so mad at me. It was like, oh shit. He thought I was saying some bullshit, but I actually wasn't. But sometimes you misunderstand each other when you're talking on the phone. It's better to talk to each other about real stuff in life, man to man. If you're real friends, then it can't be stupid to talk on the phone when it got something to do with real shit. Because I was like, he said to me, "Your ex just called me," and I was like, "What?" I was like, "What? Why?" She can do whatever the fuck she wants, but it's like, why? It's like he was friends with my family. It's like, please stay away from some of my friends. You were together with one of his. It's like you are with all mine, so I can't go out seeing anybody without her being there. But no, I know it's not like that because when Pierre he finds out, he's gonna be down with me. Isn't that? Because we actually were talking about making some shit together, making a not an album, but he's old. He's been a musician. Old. I hope he's not going to see this one. He's old. You don't say that about a rock star. You don't say he's old. When he's going to see this, he's going to kill my ass. But what the fuck? He's like the in Denmark. He would be like Eric Clapton. You know what I mean? Or Jimi Hendrix for the Americans. He's like they call him Wonder Boy in the 60s and in the 70s. He was like he's like no one else. They literally wrote. I don't know if I don't know how to show you right now, but I have some clips. Actually, I got some clips where I'm actually in a contest against him. It's kind of funny. He actually won over me, and he was fucking 35 years old, and I was 19. And I was fucking getting everybody. There were 3,000 people watching. I was getting all the 3,000 singing. And it was easy. That doesn't matter what the fuck they were singing. The thing is, I got them to sing to my shit. And he was just, he came with a fucking elephant beer. You know what an elephant beer is? That's like a strong motherfucking beer. And he was like, like he was an addict back then. He's still an addict, but he's a sober, and clean and sober an addict. But he was like an active, one, and he was just standing on this big stage, and he just put the jackstick in the fucking, in his fucking amplifier. It was just like he was playing like a fucking rock and roll god. It was like, what the fuck is going on right there? But he was still. But people got mad because we were young and we were very talented. We were like, I was like dancing and all kind of shit. I was young, and I'm an old b-boy, so I could still like make windmill or make 99, like spin on my fucking hand and shit like that. I could do tricks like that. So people were like, "What the fuck?" When I was doing that. So my stage performance were like to a T, and but the thing is, he was so fucking cool. He was just walking up the stage like it was the most normal thing in the world. But the thing is, we came to be good friends, and the friendship evolved very quickly, and we became colleagues suddenly. Suddenly we played together. He was on a mixtape I made that was getting 10 stars out of 5 in the biggest Scandinavian music magazine. So you see, uh, it's like a circle. We meet each other again now. And we're talking about playing together again. That's kind of it would be wild. It would be crazy. He's a very nice man. I would love to sit down. Go to him and say hi. You know, but again, you know, I'm like. I'm like old now, and I have my. I'm not old, but we want to hear a funny story. Look. I know I got beard and shit like that. I know I don't look young. I know that. I know you can see that I lived a hard life. I don't look like a baby. I certainly don't. But you know what was funny? I know this about the algorithm and all that shit, but Factual literally said that, and those were like, look how old Maths is, and they were like taking up, and Factual was saying, yeah, do you believe it? Maths is actually 1 year older than me. Factual, show yourself and talk and show what you're wearing, show what kind of type you are today. I'm only laughing because why make fun of people when you're not even showing yourself? That's weird. And you're talking about weird people. It's weird that Factual. I actually hold Factual back in the days. I held him in very high regards because I thought he was smart. He was like he had some of the same, you know, hobbies that me as me. But again, I think the shit with the Rocksteady crew and that shit, that's okay. But that he's playing guitar and all that shit, I don't know, man. I don't know. I play for I play for like well, I've been living in trouble. Yeah. Well, I've been living in pain. Yeah. Well, I've been living in trouble. I've been living in pain. Yeah. But when the trouble gets over, tell me what is my name. Hey, hey. You know, sometimes I love some slow shit. Tommy, you needed one. You needed one, you know. I was thinking about it. It's just a number he wrote. The guy I was talking about, but I can't play it like him. He's playing it like a motherfucker, you know, but I can't play that loud right now. I can't play with the pick. I would love to the pick shit and shit, but I can't. You know, if I do it, boom, 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 be quiet, mister, or else I'll go out the door. You know, but it is what it is. You know, it's like it's 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, so if you were like trying to sleep and okay, you have to get up to work, and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, it's like what the fuck. You see, but you know, it was. It's like when I go on and hey, American Dream, how are you? And Carlton Stanton, how are you? Tommy Johns, man, it's nice to see everybody. You know, I was just talking about me just being out doing my gigs again, and actually, I'm like, I'm looking forward to doing my job. Actually, being uh, Tommy. Actually, I've been playing um, to a Harley Davidson club. It's a big Harley Davidson corporation, not corporation. It's a big Harley Davidson club they got in Denmark, and they come to each other. They have in Jutland and in Sjælland and in Fyn, where I live. I live in the middle of Denmark. I live in the third biggest city. There we got uh, what the fuck was it I wanted to talk about? There was something about motorcycles. Yeah, sorry. I played to this Harley Davidson Food. I played a gig. It's a big gig. It's a big old hangar, you know, for airplanes. So it's a huge place. So there was this big stage, and I was like, man, it's gonna be boring, you know. But you know, they were like 40 clubs there, you know, all Harley Davidson. There was a lot of 1% club, but they weren't making trouble. But I was like, you gotta laugh at this, Tommy. I was like, they were coming some Hells Angels up with some drinks to me. And I said, I don't drink alcohol. Get the fuck out of here with that alcohol. And then they said to me, it's pot shot. I said, okay, I'm going to drink it anyway. So we drank that on stage. We got so fucking wasted. It was unbelievable. But it was the nicest party, you know. outside they made this western like cowboy city. It was like so. It was very nice made. It looked very authentic. And then there was the big bowl of chili con carne, and there was a lot of like funny things you could do, and there was a lot of biker things going on, making wheelies and all that shit, all that burning rubber and all that. Yeah. But I didn't know we could feel the handgun. But the handgun, when we played, it was full with bikers. It was just partying. I was just thinking. But the ladies that were there, they were quite, let me say, nicer looking women. Yeah, I gotta go too, Tommy. So it's almost yes. I'm tired. You can see it in my eyes. I can see that I'm starting to get. I gotta get up in the morning. I didn't get up yet today. I was actually saying that I couldn't move, and I couldn't move today. So I have to be able to move tomorrow. That's why I'm sitting up right now. So I won't sleep that long. So, people, it was very nice to see you. And remember, man, always keep your friends, close friends around you. Like I see you as friends. That's something I just do because I spend time with you guys, and that's like just, you know, it's just something I think is wonderful, and I like when we on docks or on Tommy's and we shoot it up and we fuck it up and oh, Poon, who is he? My balls it's them back, It's irritating as fuck when your balls itch. But you can take a bath. That helps, you know. So you don't have all the ticks and all these lice down there, They can get all gray, so you have them all over, and then you have to get them burned off. I don't know how it is. No, man. No, I'm not the old, people making fun of the crust. I'm not making fun of those and factual anymore. I don't want to talk about them. I have nothing to say about them. They're just pieces of fucking lumber. You know, they're just what they can do. Nothing. They couldn't take a guitar and just jam a little. Do something. I would like to see. Here, what's his name? Factual play something. He's been talking about having some Fender guitars. I would love to see that been played on. I have mine right here, but I don't have the amplifier right now. Uh, I actually had it outside, but in my storage room, but I didn't take it in because he said to me, my friend, he said to me, but you don't know if the right adapter is. And I asked a guy who had the same, amplifier in here. He said the adapter just got to be a 9 volt, 9. So that's like nothing. So it's gonna be cheap to buy some power to that fucking machine. It's not a machine. Yeah, you can do some shit. It has some features so you can train your bending and shit like that. It has the right sound. It has a distortion, a clean sound, and a delay sound. Uh, so it is what it is. But I'll go in peace. Have a good night.